don't know her name, or we don't even know how old she was. But what we do know is that she had a problem.
Right.
She had a problem that money couldn't solve.
Yeah.
She had a problem that position couldn't solve. She had a problem that it didn't matter what church she belonged to, that didn't matter because that problem couldn't be solved.
Yeah.
She did not allow the reality of her situation to keep her from approaching Jesus. Now, Mother Fiend, here is the reality of her situation. The disciples wanted to send her away. And in my opinion, the disciples thought a little bit more about themselves than they should have, because I don't read anywhere where it said that she was looking for the disciples. The disciples said, send her away because she crieth after us. This woman was looking for Jesus, the author and finisher of faith.
Yes.
Remember this, women of God, more often than not, you will be faced with haters who will try to keep you from getting to what God has for you.
Yeah, say that, say that.
With haters who will try to turn you back and block your blessing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what you've got to do is hold on to your faith.
Yeah, yeah.
Here is the reality
Say
of
that.
the situation. This woman was in the midst of cultural and religious cultures that could prevent her from getting her answers. She was a woman. She was a woman. She was a woman in a culture where women were considered greatly inferior to men. And you know what? Things haven't changed all that much. In the 21st century, although women have made great strides in most arenas, we are still faced with attitudes and traditions that prevent many of us from moving forward. You know, people are quick to tell us what we can't do because we're women. People are quick to tell us what we can't do because we're black. People are quick to tell us what we can't do because we don't have enough money, or we don't have enough education.
Right.
You didn't come from the right family.
Yeah, say that.
You know what? You got to stand on your resolve and stand on your faith.
Come on, baby.
Get what God has for you.
That's right now.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Stand on
Stand on it.
faith,
Stand
because
on it.
God is a God that's bigger than tradition.
Yeah.
God is a God that's bigger than
Yeah.
Amen. The reality of her situation is this. She was a Gentile. She was a Canaanite. A people who were ancient enemies of Israel. A perverse people. People that did not recognize God as Jehovah, who Paul characterized in Ephesians, the 2nd chapter, at that time as being without Christ. They were aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the
Covenants of promise.
Having no hope
And without God.
and without God.
That's right.
Without Christ. No hope without God in the world. And even though his redemptive ministry was for all people, Jesus reminded her that during his earthly ministry, he was only sent to the lost of Israel. And that she wanted something from him that rightfully belonged to his chosen people. That's why he said it's not good to take the children's bread.
Said it, didn't he?
pass it to
He
dogs.
did say it, didn't he?
And you're asking to be invited to a meal that's been prepared for my children.
Yes.
And she responded by acknowledging that everything Jesus said was true. She said, in effect, I know I can't sit down at the table. I know I can't eat with them. But doesn't let me get some of the
I'm from the children. Come on, baby.
just let me get close enough to eat some of the crumbs. This woman was prepared